What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Playbook Preview Show. It is Tuesday. We have 12 games here on the DraftKings main slate. It is Paul Skeens Day. He's $11,000. We have 3 pitchers up over $10,000 on this slate. Grande, we've talked a lot lately when we get these high price starting pitchers, almost how perfect they have to be. If you paid up for Garrett Crochet this evening for the Monday slate, you are not enjoying yourself. Currently giving up 3 earned so far, which just isn't going to allow you to pay off value unless he just rattles off like 8 straight strikeouts. So we come to this slate. We've already kind of given a quick, brief look at it ourselves to figure out maybe where the ownership's going to be. You know, opposite of Paul Skeens, we have Freddie Peralta at 10K. He has that Pittsburgh matchup. Jose Quintana is just mowing down this Pirates lineup tonight. Skeens opposite of him, so obviously the win equity is probably a little bit less, but Skeens isn't winning many games himself here. So between Skeens, Peralta, and then in between Carlos Rodon at 10-2, how are you approaching this top slate?
I think there's no wrong answer with the top 3. I think Skeens probably has the least win equity of the 3, and I don't really know if that's like a hot take. He has 7 wins and a sub 2 ERA. That's just criminal. I saw there was like a stat earlier this year that if he just averaged like 4 runs per game in his career, he'd be like 40-8 or whatever the number is. I don't know how many starts he's made. 40 starts, I guess. So he'd be like 32-8 or something like that.
Insane.
It's like, okay, dude, if they just give 4 runs over that span, like that's just insane. So like you can obviously play him, but he's running into a scorching hot Brewers team that just is annoying. Rodon has been the worst of the 3 by a super wide margin. He cannot throw strikes. That has been the issue. He just can't throw strikes, and his outings are not going long because of it. He obviously has a ceiling in this spot. The Twins did get Buxton back. He immediately homered. We know how good Byron Buxton is, but I think he's pretty definitively the 3rd guy in this tier. And then Peralta, I would guess, is the highest owned because that's Freddie Peralta baseline is popular. Like we say this every slate. We're like, yo, Freddie Peralta just always has ownership.
The innings for him have just been rough, right?
Atrocious.
4 straight games, so 5 or less innings. Obviously, if you're not pitching deep, it allows you just the opportunity to rack up less points. And I'm not saying that that you don't already know. Another guy that with the walk problems, it's not a pitch count. You and I talk about this a lot, right? There's a difference between a guy who's on like a short leash who doesn't go long enough. They're letting him throw 108 pitches. He took him 5 innings to throw 108 pitches. So like, if he's efficient, he can throw a complete game in this start, right? Like they're letting him throw that many pitches. So the ceiling is there for that outcome. He faced Pittsburgh early this year, sort of the same deal. He had 8 strikeouts, no walks, only went 5 because he threw 94 pitches in that outing. 4 1/3, 101 pitches, 4 1/3 innings against him earlier this season. The dude just can't keep the control down, but when he does, you see some big numbers here, 27, 28 fantasy points in those starts against Washington and the Dodgers. So the ceiling is there. This is definitely the matchup that you want to sort of take advantage of, despite sort of his overall outcomes. He's been a stud at home, 7-1 with a 2.1 ERA, so maybe the home cooking kind of helps him find himself here.
Yeah, I think a lot of what you brought up is true. I don't think that matters to people if he's going to strike out like 9. If he has like the Miami start where he had 5 innings, 9 strikeouts and is in line for a win and you get 26 fantasy points, like then I think that's worth it. But I understand your point because there are good pitchers in good spots below, particularly, I think Jack Flaherty is going to get a lot of ownership here.
I mean, from a talent standpoint, we know Flaherty can be great. We saw it last year. This year has kind of looked like the Jack Flaherty of every year other.
Yeah, it's been so inconsistent. I mean, start to start, it's been so inconsistent.
Dude, high strikeout guy, can have some of the best stuff in the game when he's on, and yet he'll find another one where a lot of pitches, a lot of walks, gives up home runs, and you're like pulling your hair out trying to figure out when the opportunity and what start to use him in.
Right.
I don't know if this is the start. We're again in a stretch where
I know the White Sox are homering. They're homering.
196 ISO, 255 batting average, 333 WOBA against right-handed pitching. 255 batting average is 10th. The 196 ISO is 5th. The WOBA at 333 is 7th. Just a 21% strikeout rate, 8% walk rate.
Yeah.
And now you have Jack Flaherty, where I agree. I think we're going to come to the ownership on Tuesday, and people see White Sox and just like click the pitcher that's facing them. Yeah. And we have cautioned against that time and time again. It hasn't always worked, right? I mean, Chris Paddock tonight is having no problems in that matchup against the White Sox. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the case on Tuesday with Jack Flaherty.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating as a Jack Flaherty roster here, John. Not going to lie.
Sure. 100% agree.
But there is a incredibly high ceiling, and I think we just know that's what people will chase. People will just chase the ceiling, regardless of how good the White Sox have been.
Yeah, I agree. So you have him, obviously, at $9,200. Ray and Strider, I don't find myself looking to go to them against the Padres or the Mets. Boz is in Sacramento. That's a no-go. I would consider Michael Wacha at $8,200. He is not exciting by any stretch of the imagination, but it's 82. It's not a terrible price. He did give you a ceiling game against Toronto, of all teams right now. And we've talked about Washington. Yeah, they have some talent in their lineup with Wood and Abrams, but those guys aren't hitting consistently. Wood finally homered the other day, so I don't mind Wacha here. Again, we've talked about Tampa Bay struggles against lefties. They have Jacob Lopez. Now it's in Sacramento, so that's the trouble there. Jacob Lopez just went for almost 40 fantasy points in that last start. So, does anything there kind of interest you?
Can we just go back to possibly Strider?
Yeah, sure.
Possibly. I'm not
saying again, another guy that hasn't looked great.
No.
I know the Mets are in this epic meltdown. I've seen Frank the Tank's Twitter rants, just losing his absolute mind with them in this spot. And this is like a must-win series for them against Atlanta.
Must win. I mean, the NL is getting – it's like both leagues have a lot of teams in the wild card hunt now.
Yeah, dude, the Marlins are even in the wild card right now. Like it's –
yeah, there's a lot of teams in both leagues that are in it. And I think like Strider – so like I almost basically view Flaherty and Strider the same pitcher.
Okay.
Where they have super high ceilings, super low floors, but I could almost guarantee you Strider is like 1/5 the ownership. Right?
I mean, last 30 days, the White Sox all have way better metrics than the Mets do.
Right. And I think that's worth discussing in a tournament for tomorrow, right? Just that's the only thing I wanted to bring up. Like, if there's like an ownership discrepancy, I would just play Strider probably. I like your Wacha call. It's a who's our who do I call white bread? Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, yeah.
For those NBA fans, I feel like Michael Wacha is the Harrison Barnes of pitchers.
Right, like on this slate, you get. I mean, these are no decisions. 17 and 16. You add the win, he's 20 fantasy points, right?
Yeah, it's a solid outing. I have no problem with any of that at 8,200. So if that's the end result for Michael Wacha, then yeah, at 8,200, I'd be good with it. Lopez, we'll see. I hate the ballpark. The pitcher's obviously been pretty good coming off his start that he made, where he throws the longest outing of his career. I think he almost finished 8. Maybe he pitched into 9th. I don't remember, but
this is strictly a ballpark problem because last 30 days, we talked about this the other day, and I understand 30-day sample sizes don't necessarily mean a lot, right? But 29.1% strikeout rate for Tampa Bay against lefties. 193 batting average is 28th. Their WOBA against left-handed pitching is 256, also 28th, and their ISO, actually the ISO is decent, 170 against lefties. So they're doing nothing but homering apparently. 190 batting average and a 250 WOBA, but a 170 ISO there against left-handed pitching.
All homers.
All Junior Caminero. Just say that. That's a Junior Caminero stat, right?
That is a stat that is coded Junior Caminero. Junior Caminero coded. I mean, going into Monday slate, it was 90 degrees at first pitch, and it was 10 degrees blowing out.
Yeah.
That ballpark does not need help. And Jacob Lopez is a fly ball pitcher. That would be my problem. That would be my problem. Okay. Fly ball pitcher with wind blowing out in minor league ballpark that is not a good thing,
Maybe a play that helps you get to the top end parts, starting pitchers here. You can go back. So if we pass somebody, feel free to jump back. But I just want to, while we're on the lefty splits here, we have Nestor Cortez. He made his return through 76 pitches in that start. You highlighted going into that one that he was stretched out during his minor league outing. Could have just been some trouble, right? 4 2/3, 3 walks, 3 hits, gave up a couple of runs. They pulled him at 76. The Giants, as we've talked about, this is in San Francisco, a big pitcher's ballpark. Last 30 days against left-handed pitching, they are the team that's dead last.
Dead last, yeah.
In WOBA. Their ISO is just 104. 104 ISO against left-handed pitching in that spot there. And their batting
the K rate don't they have like a 30% strikeout rate?
It's not. It's only 25%. Still not good.
Okay.
194 batting average too, though. They're just a point above Tampa Bay there. So take all of Tampa Bay's bad numbers and then just give them one of the worst ISOs in baseball as well. And you have now Nestor Cortez in that ballpark.
I like it. He had a good rehab start, dude. He had a very good rehab start in this ballpark, a rehab stint, I should say. And, like you said, he wasn't great in his debut, but we've known Arizona to be a pretty tough team against lefties all year. So I like it. 6,400 is really, really cheap. A few years removed from how good he was for the Yankees, but still a quality pitcher that's better than 6,400. And anything else in this tier is just kind of disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I want to play against Mitchell Parker.
You are the most anti-Mitchell Parker person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, he's not good. Dustin May, I mean, great. He had 10 tweets from Pitching Ninja about throwing a slider that banked off of who was it? He threw a slider that banked off the knee of a guy who swung and missed at, or whatever that start was again. Pascantino. Pascantino struck out on a pitch that he swung at that hit him in the knee because his slider is so great. That's awesome. He sucked.
He also got shelled.
Spencer Argetti also got shelled there. We don't pitch Jack Leiter. Ben Brown, not a guy we want. I initially was like, hey, Matthew Liberatore versus Colorado. And then again, I pull up these lefty splits here. Colorado against lefties last 30 days, a 16% strikeout rate, a 185 ISO, a 330 WOBA, a 260 batting average. I don't want that. I don't want to face that. Do you want to face that? I don't want to face that.
No, I'm good. I'm good there.
So, I don't know, man. I think after you go to Waka, you can throw a dart with Jacob Lopez just because of the splits. But obviously you said the ballpark's a big concerning there. What's your thoughts on Emmett Sheehan here?
Yeah, it's him. It's him.
Okay.
Just strikeouts, pure strikeouts. I don't know if we're going to get depth of start.
Can we get 85 pitches? Will they give it to us?
Definitely not banking on it. Definitely not a thing I'm banking on, but I'm interested.
Yeah.
My eyebrows are raised.
Yep. All right, go to catcher then. If my computer will click to it, there we go. Shea Langoliers, again, we're not really. Shane Baz has talent, but I don't want him in this spot. I'd be more likely to go against him here. Langoliers, Will Smith, Tyler Anderson's been a punching bag for us.
Mm-hmm.
Mentioned the Colorado splits. I would put Goodman in play against Liberatore. Ben Rice homer tonight. Drake Baldwin against Clay Holmes. I mean, there's some good catcher spots for us here.
There are some good catcher spots. Would definitely play Langoliers. Would definitely play Will Smith. Goodman has been amazing against lefties. I don't know if Thomas Hatch has been officially announced as
Okay.
as the starter. I don't see. Let's see what Fangraphs has. I guess Fangraphs has it. I guess that's something we'll look into. Let's see if anything on Twitter. But obviously that would be Yankees kind of look pretty good. I mean, 5 runs in a game is a
Jazz
miracle.
homered, Bellinger homered, Rice
Four,
homered,
yeah, four,
Stanton homered.
Yeah, 4 home runs. That's how the Yankees have basically done it all year. When they've hit home runs, they've typically won games. So, Rice is, dude. We've said it all year. He hits the ball harder than like every player in baseball. He just hits it at people. So he's finally coming around and not hitting the ball at people. So yeah, Rice, Baldwin has had some monster games lately. Like some massive run production games too. I mean, we're talking about 10 RBIs in his last 4 games.
Good player.
Yeah, good player. So 4,300 for Drake Baldwin. Absolutely. I would play like Salvi at 42 looks great against Mitchell Parker. He homered like 10 minutes ago, maybe.
Mitchell Parker's is bad.
He's not a good pitcher.
Not a good pitcher.
Not a good pitcher.
Let's see. The righty splits for him, 477 slug. Lefties are 436. You know, the only thing to Mitchell Parker's advantage here is he's not a lot of home runs allowed. Less than a homer per 9 to lefties, just 1.3 to righties. But like his FIPS are like over 5 against both. He's just like not giving up homers, and they're just smoking him everywhere else. So figure that out.
Yeah, it stinks, especially in that ballpark. It's already not like a good home run park to begin with.
They're just getting a lot of hard line drives off of him. So
good to know, John. Good data there.
Yeah. Let's see. Jeffers gets Rodon. Again, I know you're a Yankee guy, but you know Jeffers versus Rodon could be a play. I would play all of Houston versus Dustin May. I said it to you last week that Dustin May is terrible, and I think on this show I bet the over 2.5 earned on Dustin May. Like I was no shot Dustin May is any good here, and he wasn't. Let's see.
Definitely not Joe Ryan acquisition at the deadline. I'll tell you that.
No, it was not Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan also he's been okay. Narvaez against Arrighetti. We'll see. I guess if Narvaez was in the lineup tonight, they added a third catcher though. I'm very confused on what's going to happen there. There's a third active catcher on the roster. They claimed the dude from Toronto. They have Wong, Narvaez, and that guy.
Oh, Sanchez. Ali
Sanchez. Yeah, they're all.
Is there a chance that because Narvaez has struggled, they would send him down because he has options?
No, I think they were concerned about the injury.
Oh, IL. Okay, maybe the
but
knee.
He played today, so I don't know what they're going to do. Wong has options as well, I believe. So
okay,
they could do either way. But Connor Wong started hitting against San Diego, so I don't know. Del Castillo versus Leiter. Carantini gets May.
Dude, Del Castillo's a good shout, John. He homered big day the other day.
Good player.
Yeah, good player.
Good little talent prospect for them.
Alejandro, 32.
Kirk, 32. Doesn't strike out. Just makes contact. Kyle Teal gets Flaherty, 3K.
Dude, I was looking at, we were talking to Kyle Teal on the show today. Well, when I was doing the playbook on Monday, he has a 230 expected ISO against righties. You want to talk about just pure terrible luck? 230 expected ISO, 400 expected WOBA. Like, talk about just being completely getting the crap end of a stick, you know?
That's
Pages, dude. Pages has been Pedro Pages gets Freeland.
Yeah, versus Freeland. Yeah,
he had another double on the Monday slate. I mean, he's just been super good for it. This is like our we could do the Patrick Bailey thing, but we're playing Nestor, so we're looking for a new Patrick Bailey, and I think
I play Fermin.
If it's not Fermin, it would probably be Pages. Okay. I'd probably like one of those two as our punt catchers.
Okay. First base, again, 12-game slate here. You have Ohtani, Kurtz, Vladdy, Olsen, and Yandy. And Pete Alonso is your 5K and up tier. again, I don't really have any problems playing any of those guys. So
No, and I feel like anyone that has to reevaluate what they're
I was
talking
gonna say
about.
they're all like in more than okay spots. So
Yep.
all good. Where do you go next?
Well, is this Vasil guy? Is he gonna like be traditional starter? I guess he worked as a bulk reliever.
3 2/3, 61 pitches in that last outing for him.
Because Torque has been really good. I mean, he's just a powerful dude, right? So it's like not surprising to see his numbers where they are with the power stuff.
Yeah, we didn't
So
expect the downturn last year. We thought this was just going to be like year 3 of him being what he
yeah,
was as a rookie. So
yeah. So I think Torque looks pretty good. 45. We talked Rice already. Michael Bush in a home run spot. Wilson Contreras has been really good against lefties this year. 4,100. I'm not excited to see St. Louis chalk again like it was on the Monday slate, but I already know what's coming.
they're losing 2-1 on the top of the 8th. So
I know. Dude, Lars Nootbaar was the highest rostered outfielder. He went 0 for 3 and they took him out of the game. So like, that's trusting a horrible offense for no reason at all. Christian Walker. Dude, Christian Walker has been really good.
Yeah, Christian Walker's been really good versus May. I agree. Burnable, Lennon Sosa down here. Jake Berger's back. Let's see. Locklear's 26 versus Leiter.
Locklear's 26. That's a good one. He homered on the Monday slate.
Take it.
Now, I'm interested in what they start doing. I wonder if they are going to start playing Pavin in the outfield or if him and Locklear are going to be in a split.
Well, you said that they were going to play Locklear. Like the plan was for him.
I know that's what they said. And then because they could, right? Yeah. You could say that while Pavin was hurt and Pavin comes back. Pavin, it might not matter. Pavin might not play. I'm just wondering what they're going to do.
Sure.
Because I think Pavin Smith is actually supposed to be back soon. He's going to be back at some point soon.
Okay. Ketel's 59, Altuve, Chisholm $4,900. Your top 3 again. Jazz homered tonight. Altuve is definitely in play versus May and Marte. I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know here. Yeah. Do you got I guess a favorite of the top half at second?
Ooh, that's tough. I love all 3 of the top 3. Maybe Altuve with how good he's been. He has been absolutely incredible in August. So probably Altuve. But I love Marte from the left side. Jazz. Not only did he homer, he also stole a base. So like you got the full Jazz Chisholm experience on Monday. He also struck out twice. So like
full Jazz Chisholm experience.
Yeah, literally the full experience. I'm good with any of them. If you made me pick, I'd say Altuve, but I think any of the top 3 are significantly better than the rest of the position.
You mentioned Ha-Seong Kim was leading off.
If they do it again, yeah, for sure.
Do it again. He does hit lefty as well. That was kind of his split there.
Semien. If Semien 4K, Semien does hit righties. Descalfani has not.
Sure. Keyshaw is 34 against Rodon.
It's a good one. The hit streak is over. RIP to the hit streak. We knew it wasn't going to last every game of his career.
Right.
But he is a very good baseball player. So yeah, if you want to play Luke Keyshaw at 3,400, I have no and we've said it, John. Rodon's not throwing strikes. If he puts Luke Keyshaw on, well, that guy, even though he hasn't ran, he's going to run.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a problem with his legs. He broke his forearm.
So
if we get the Keyshaw on base due to any scenario, he's going to run.
Yep. Jonathan India's $3,300. I like that against Parker. Lennon Sosa's 31 still.
Dog.
Adam Frazier. DeYoung homered, as you called out on the other show.
Yeah, I wonder if he plays because he's been playing more against lefties. But dude, he's like been really good. 3 home runs his last like 6 games. So something.
Yep. All right, we'll see what else is out there once the lineups kind of come out. Again, we'll go live again at 5 here. Third base, again, Junior Caminero, as we highlighted, probably pushing the ISO numbers there. I had that stretch of 4 homers in 3 games.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of power. You can't argue with that. Bregman homered in his return to Houston. Michael Garcia versus Parker is great. Barsha versus Brown feels great.
Yeah.
Machado is probably the toughest of the matchups there against Robbie Ray.
Yeah, I love that Barsha shout. Ben Brown, we've seen him be really good, but if he can't strike people out, what is he going to do?
There's a lot of pitches, and we've seen him give up home runs.
Yeah, and Toronto just doesn't strike out. They have the lowest strikeout rate in baseball, so good luck striking them out. Caminero, Bregman, Barsha for the 3 for me for sure.
Yep. Value range here.
Correa, awesome. Correa's been awesome.
Yep,
so good.
Josh Smith versus Desclafani at 35.
Yep, that's a good one.
You have McMahon, Royce Lewis.
Cole Keith, 34, should lead off.
Cole Keith, yeah. Matt Shaw's been good. I know it's Barrios, but
yeah, homers. No, well, Barrios has struggled with righties. So if we get the Matt Shaw been homering too, better split to steal against as well.
Blaze Alexander, if he's in the lineups, 3K.
He just homered, almost
just now,
3 minutes ago. Yeah.
Okay. Anything for you else?
Brooks Baldwin has hit a bunch of home runs lately. He's really cheap. I don't think we need to go there, but he has hit a bunch of home runs.
Shortstop, again, I'm in on Kansas City here. Bobby Witt Jr. 6K. I honestly, he hasn't given us many times to play him this year, but this would be a spot where I would play Bobby Witt Jr. at 6K.
Yeah, the price, it's not doing, this price is not doing us any favors because it's not like he's in the midst of some power surge, or he's not running a whole, he's run a lot and he's going to end up with 40 steals and he's going to probably end up with 25 home runs, and that's fine. But that's hard to get to at 6K. This really
is purely,
hard.
I think, a volume. Kansas City scores 8 runs sort of deal. That's basically all.
Yeah, and Witt's just out running single steal, singles.
Maybe he'd hit some doubles or whatever, right?
Sure.
Again, Mitchell Parker only 1.3 homers per 9 to righties. He's not giving up homers, but he's giving up everything else. So
right.
But again, shortstop's always loaded. Witt, Abrams, Lindor, Nato. Could play them all. Mookie Betts against Anderson, 48. Bo Bichette, 47. Perdomo's 46. Seager versus Desclafani's 44.
Oh, it's a good
Story
range.
and Pena are 43 and 42.
It's a good range.
Literally played any of the 10 that I just mentioned. So
Colson Montgomery at 4K against Flaherty.
Yeah, homered again tonight.
It's a really good range of shortstops, dude. That's a great range.
Can play Correa here if you want to.
Correa here, yeah. I'd probably, yeah, you can play Correa here. I was going to try to play him at third, but third's also kind of loaded, so I'd just play him anywhere.
Hernandez, Tovar.
Yeah, Tovar's been good. Tovar's getting a lot of doubles. Again, so many doubles.
He's a good player. His price tag has never made sense to us, not once this year.
No, not once.
Let's see, value.
Tovar.
Yeah, it's Tovar. Outfield. It's a big slate. All the big names are here, so not to be repetitive, but you can pretty much just build your stack and pick whoever you want.
Yep.
If I had to say a guy, I guess you would in the toughest spot, Soto, I guess, or Strider. Tatis or Ray.
And Soto's the actual Met that's hitting right now.
Yeah,
he's the only one that's doing anything. So,
but that's name-wise, that's your toughest spot. You probably won't play any Milwaukee tonight versus Skeens.
Yeah, there's truly no wrong answer.
I like all of Toronto, Varsho and Barsha are there. All of the Athletics are great.
And then you drop below,
dude. Teoscar and Pajes versus Anderson.
You said Boston, right?
No, but yeah, Boston.
Blanket Boston against Arrighetti.
Yeah, blanket Boston.
Stanton. Stanton 4,800. If he's in the lineup again, I mean he's homering like every day.
Yep. Nathan Lucas is 43.
Yeah, probably leads off.
Yep. Again, Pajas is 42.
Teoscar 44.
So I said Teoscar Pajas 44, 42.
Oh man, yeah. I hadn't gotten there yet, so like I hadn't processed it yet.
Yeah. Ivan Herrera was Freeland's 41. Grisham's 4K. Freeman's there against Liberatore. I was gonna say Isaac Collins is how good he's been, but it's skiing, so probably not.
Profar has been pretty good. Isaac Collins. Oh yeah, never mind. You said the same thing.
I said that. Yeah, Isaac Collins.
I said the same thing.
Skeens, but let's see value range.
Adolis 36. He's been kind of bad, but
yeah. I mean, Michael Harris is 34 versus Clay Holmes.
Sedmol 35. Against Strider.
Grichuk versus Parker 31.
Ooh, that's a good one. He'll absolutely hit right in the middle of their lineup. That's a good show.
Yoshida did not play on the Monday game, so
he'll be in.
Probably get him at 3K here. Cam Smith 3K. We're back.
We're so back, baby. Bretton Doyle will absolutely be in the lineup against a lefty in Liberatore. He's been good lately.
Yep. Finally coming around after the terrible start to his season. Taylor Trammell's 28.
Yep, he'll be in the lineup.
Loperfido versus Browns 27.
They'll play Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker's been a little better lately. Sure. A couple steals and home runs from Jordan Walker lately, which is all we've wanted.
There's a lot of people that spent many of thousands of dollars on Jordan Walker rookie cards 4 years ago that are holding the bag right now, big time. So
they're praying. They're on their hands and knees begging for him to
do anything. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. All right. Let's do a lineup.
Let's build. Yeah.
Go Nestor Cortez. And then it's probably Freddie, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good playing Freddie Peralta. You just like
it doesn't.
You're not wrong, though. He's probably the chalk of that spot.
I mean, we don't have to play him.
I just don't know what else you would just play Skeens, I guess.
You just play Skeens because he's Paul Skeens, but
But if they don't win, I mean, he's won 3 of his last 4 starts. Hallelujah to that.
Well, that's because he hasn't given up any runs.
Well, yeah,
he's forced it. He's forced them to win the game.
Yeah,
he's been like, I'm not giving you guys an option anymore. I'm just not allowing runs.
We'll play Peralta, but just know that it's very on the fence here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so that's that. Now, I mean, we just listed all a billion value plays.
Keyshaw maybe at second, or Correa at third, Shaw at third. God, Correa, I like Correa, dude. I like this matchup for the Astros against.
I mean, I'm down to do. So we do first base was what?
Christian Walker, unless we're spending all the way up. Like to play some Stros here. Walker, Correa. I mean, you said you want to target Dustin May, right?
I do. I think he's bad.
You know who's bad? Jordan Hicks.
Do you just give him more runs? Oh yeah. I mean, they lost that game anyways. Once Crochet gives up 5. Which, when you're paying $11,000 for a starting pitcher in DFS.
And dude, that's really been my thing in DFS in general. Like, if I lose to that, I lose to it.
Torque just give Detroit the lead.
Oh, wow. He's a strong man. It's just one of those things that, you really have to be perfect at 11K as a pitcher. There's no wiggle room at all.
$4,800 for whatever we want.
That's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money.
Are we doing ourselves a disservice, not playing Dodgers? Do you think, or I liked Barger at third?
Ooh, yeah. Because because we could actually probably then revisit the Vladdy if we wanted to do a Toronto.
I don't think we need to go too far into the Brown spot, but I like Barger spot. Specifically,
we just have
Seager's 44 versus Desclafani.
We just have we have quite literally not a single.
This is a multi-entry slate. There's too many good offenses in good spots here. I mean, if we did it, we might as well just get Pena if we're going to do Houston.
Or
Walker,
Correa. Or
Pena.
Correa and afford everybody possible.
Yeah, we could do Barger in the outfield.
And then just leave it there.
$5,400 per outfielder, guys.
Oh, shoot.
Cortez, Peralta, Pajes, Walker, Keisha, Correa, Pena. Full lineups in the Discord per usual. Will be live at 5 to break it all down for you guys here once again. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you later.